Did you ever think you would end up in the situation that you're in now, helping people in the way that maybe you wanted to be helped as well?
Not clearly. I think I knew that I would be helping people. I just didn't know. And I mean, I didn't know for many years. I was like really confused. And part of it was I had my own identity issues because of the way that the world treated me. Like I felt like I was not just like crippled, but like I was mentally retarded or something because I was in a wheelchair for a lot of times. So being young, you kind of you don't really you just take on imprints of society. But I would say it wasn't until I was in my early 30s that I was like I knew that I was going to be doing trauma and working with people with trauma. And then I would say my mid to later 30s, I recognized more clearly the types of people because I had worked through my trauma. So it became clear to me what my kind of special offering was and the type of people that I would be most aligned with. So,
I asked that question because when I decided to heal myself, one of the first things I had to do was have a very honest conversation with myself.
mhm.
And part of that honest conversation is that I said, these are the things that I can control. These are the things that I can't control. These are the things that are my responsibility and I'm causing. And these are the things that aren't my responsibility and I can't, that I'm not causing. And I think what that did for me was that I began to realize how much of my pain and suffering was actually my fault. I was allowing people to do certain things to me that I didn't like, but to an earlier point, I may not have been communicating that I didn't like it, or I wasn't even communicating at all. I'll just let it be, right? But then when I found the courage to say something, it kind of caught people off guard because now you're confronting the issue after so many months, maybe so many years of not confronting it. When you're in your maybe personal experience or even the clients that you work with, is there some difficulty confronting some of the behaviors that maybe not only that they're doing, but maybe what other people are doing around them?
It depends on the client. Some clients come in and they are so raw and real and authentic, and they're like, I did it again, and I hate that I'm doing this, but I can't help it. And it's beautiful when they do that. And those who do that, they heal faster. It's they heal faster. And some clients it's hard. There's a few clients where they get massively defensive. And so it's how do you work with that? And so some personalities handle feedback better. Some personalities are, and some don't. Some get really, really triggered. But I think where people are along their healing journey, whether they're the beginning, the middle, the end, um, in the beginning, like people are more, they're not as aware of their part in things. They're not as aware. They're aware of their emotions. They're aware of how they're feeling. They're aware of kind of what's happening, but not like really, really aware. And so as you continue on, you become more aware. Um, but yeah, I love that you brought that up about you having that real hard conversation with yourself. I also have a moment of that where I had a real hard conversation for myself along my healing journey, but it was like midway through, because I was getting to the core of what I had so much shit.